Talk Ladies, and today is March the 25th, 2020. I just watched Impact Wrestling. It was one interesting Impact Wrestling because, ladies and gentlemen, we had a whole bunch of matches. Well, it's not a whole bunch of matches, but it's a whole bunch of wrestlers in one match. And we had the Undead Realm making its return. Maybe it's the end of it now, because I will tell you guys the end, or when we get to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, first match of the evening, I thought it was a gauntlet match, but I guess I was wrong, but it was a scramble match, and that's a siren. We had a scramble match for to become the number one contender to the X Division Championship against Ace Austin. We don't know when that's going to happen, because all of this is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, even Rebellion, we don't even know that's going on. We know the TNA, There's No Place Like Home, that's canceled. We don't know what's going to happen here. We don't know what's going on with Impact Wrestling or WWE, because we heard Orlando might be on lockdown somewhere on Thursday, I believe. Maybe WWE had a whole bunch of taped shows, just like Raw, SmackDown, and maybe NXT, WrestleMania, and they had some part after WrestleMania. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. Oh, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. But we have the X Division Championship, no contendership in a scramble match. I thought it was a pretty decent match. We have Willie Mack versus AC Ramon, whatever her name is, versus Chris Bay, versus Daga, versus Rohit, versus Jay Chris, versus Cousin Jake, versus Trey. It was I believe, an 8-person match to become the number one contender. It was a high-flying moves. We even see AC, the big man, go do a suicide dive. Oh, he knocked everybody down. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, it was an awesome match. I enjoyed it. The winner of that match was Willie Mack. Willie Mack is the new number one contender to verse Ace Austin. Ladies, and then we had Moose has this problem with these TNA superstars, the original TNA superstars, because TNA is no longer there anymore. It's called Impact Wrestling. Don't worry about the holes in my shirt, because there's a lot of them. But please don't worry about that. I know you guys might say, Tyler, you look like a homeless man. No, it's just, I like the shirts. I like my shirts. And I got nothing else to wear. So, I'm doing laundry right now, so that's why I'm doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Moose has this problem with TNA superstars. He got in the face of Chase Stevens, with Petey Williams, all these TNA guys. This guy, Moose has a problem with him. So he's going to go one-on-one with Chase Stevens, one half of the Naturals. Well, was one half of the Naturals of TNA. But ladies and gentlemen, it was cut short because Moose used a chair and started attacking this Chase Stevens until Scott D'Amore came out. I think it was Scott D'Amore, right? Scott D'Amore? I think that's his name. Scott D'Amore. He came out and says, you have a problem with TNA superstars, you just have to look around, look behind you. There was a freaky guy, I almost said freaky dicky, I'm sorry. Freaky guy on top of the turnbuckle, and I didn't know who it was. I thought it was a scarecrow, but it was Suicide come on top of the turnbuckle, did a drop kick onto Moose, and then he did a crossbody outside the ring. But guys, this costume that Suicide is wearing is amazing. I was going to swear, but I can't swear, but it's amazing. But ladies and gentlemen, it's amazing costume. It looked like a skull mask, and it ripped up a costume. Oh my god, it looks cool. I like it. I like it very much. And then we have Reno and Scum versus the Rascals. Guess who won the match? Ladies and gentlemen, the people that love to cheat versus the guys that likes to have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Reno and Scum. Well, Reno Scum, whatever her name is. I thought it was Reno and Scum, but when they had the nameplate on it says Reno Scum. I guess that's their team name, not their actual names. I forgot it. Luster and some Adam. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, we had Sabu and Rhino, the ECW Originals versus OVE. Well, what's the rest of the OVE? Because Sami Callihan is OVE. Now he's this ICU guy. And Jay Chris lost the scramble match. So what's next? So ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, it was a pretty decent match. It was pretty decent. There was no rules, but there was no tables. There was only chairs. Pretty decent match. The referee got in the way, and ladies and gentlemen, Dave Chris is having problems with his referee. He couldn't count to 3. He was doing his job right, and then he got pushed. And then Dave Chris was about to whack Rhino with a chair, and then the referee took the chair away and threw it out of the ring. And then no, wait. Dave Chris shoved the referee first, then he took the chair away, and then there's a gore, and then 1, 2, 3. Dave Chris tried to strike a referee, didn't work out, and he lost. Rhino and Sabu wins the match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if this was a match, but I put this on my list because they are saying Su Yung versus Jessica Havoc in this Undead Realm. I don't know if this is a match, but we have this Undead Realm when Father James Mitchell looks like he's the king. And then we just saw knives getting used. We saw ropes getting used. People getting choked. And some weird big man with a bat whacking Su Yung. It was crazy. And then Mr. James Mitchell put these ladies into a desert. I guess an undead desert? I don't know. And then here comes Rosemary. Rosemary came out. She went to the desert. And looks like she helped them to go back to Father James Mitchell. Are those 3 working as a team? I would love to see that. Some dark name. I don't know what. I can't picture a name yet, but something crazy. Something scary. But ladies and gentlemen, they came back, and Father James Mitchell still trying to convince that he wants them and all that stuff, because when they, before they went to the desert, looks like Father James Mitchell didn't want them, because he had his minions to put them on the knees, and that's how they went to the desert. And all this, and then Su Yung pulled out a knife out of her shoe, and then Jessica Havoc stopped it and grabbed the knife, and Father James Mitchell says, there's my champ, there she is. But ladies and gentlemen, Jessica Havoc did not stab Su Yung. She stabbed Father James Mitchell. Father James Mitchell got stabbed by Jessica Havoc, and I guess he went to heaven or hell, because he was, I don't know, it was a nice looking thing, and all these creepy guys that he managed as well, that he was picturing. I don't know, but it was crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, it was okay, but I was a little confused. Every time wrestling does that kind of thing, I get confused. So let's not do that again. I'm hoping this is the end of the Undead Realm, because there's no more Father James Mitchell. Actually get a shot of a tunnel. Not stabbing people. Stop it. Then we had our main event. Well, the Undead was a two-part thing. It was before the main event and after the main event. But I told you the whole thing about the Undead stuff. So we had the main event. It's the 3 people that will be in Rebellion. That will be in the World Championship match. Tessa Blanchard, Micah Elgin, and Eddie Edwards will be in a tag team match. Eddie Edwards team up with Tessa Blanchard. Micah Elgin team up with Taya Valkyrie. It was a pretty decent match. It wasn't a bad match. But the winner of that match, because what Micah Elgin did, he pushed... Tessa was about to jump off the turnbuckle, but Micah Elgin pushed... Eddie Edwards to the corner, and she accidentally hurt herself on top of the turnbuckle. And then Micah Elgin gets the win for his team. Micah Elgin and Taya Valkyrie wins. Will Micah Elgin take the title? Will Rebellion still be on? That's the question, guys. Will Rebellion still be on? Would it be like WrestleMania? Would it be no fans? Would they find a city or a place that they could do this show? Yeah, I know this is a hard thing. This is a wrestling is getting hard right now, because there's some places are getting locked down because this spread of the sickness is getting too much. And I'm hoping it does go away. I'm hoping that whoever the scientist finally finds out how to get rid of this, the vaccines or any kind of thing, drugs. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Drugs actually could work, not make you high, please. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to hurry up to make this thing go away because I love wrestling and I hate when they postpone things or cancel things because of this whole thing. It makes me sad, guys. It makes me sad. I know I do understand the whole concept why they're postponing it for a couple of months or they're canceling it because they don't want their employees to get sick. They don't want their wrestlers to get sick. I understand that. I do understand that. There's some wrestlers I don't like to wrestle at WrestleMania because of this whole situation. And yeah, it is hard for everybody. It might change a little bit on my videos, I know, but I can't do nothing about it. So if Impact Wrestling doesn't happen again, and they're postponing things, because I read on the internet that there's going to be some canceled tapings, and I believe Rebellion, or one of these pay-per-views that's supposed to be happening in April. We don't know what's going to happen in April. Any good news? March been a lot of bad news. Things been canceling. People are getting sick. People are passing away. There's a lot of things happening in March. I'm hoping in April it gets a little better. I'm hoping because people are saying it's get worse. How worse can it be? People are stuck in home. People are losing family because of this whole thing. It's sad. It's a sad thing. I hate looking at the news. I hate looking at Twitter news because it's a sad thing. Because there's no good news, no positive news. It's always a negativity. And I don't like it. I know you guys don't like it. I know you guys don't like it. Because some of you guys are in the worst place because this whole sickness is worse in your city or your country. And some people don't have it that much. They have it, it's just they don't have, it's not in that city that much. So, yeah. It makes me sad that I had to read about this. How many cases, how many people actually got this thing. I know it's a sad thing, it is. But we all could get through this. I know we could. It's something we have to do. The whole world is a whole family. I know Canada has a problem with the United States, or other countries has a problem with other countries. But remember, one of those people in that country lives in your city, and that makes them family. That person lives in that city. If it's from Italy, some of those people lives in your city. That means they're your family. You have to try to help them out too. Mostly you need to help yourself out and your family. Do what the people are saying. If you can't have dinner plans right now, you can't hang out with family. That's why they have this social distance thing. That you could call your family. You could FaceTime your family. You could still see your family's face. It's just you can't see them. You can't high-five them or props them or hug them right now because this whole thing is happening. There's a lot of people that are actually taking this thing seriously. I am doing seriously, but I'm not trying to panic. If you panic, it doesn't work out. It doesn't help if you panic. But it is a sad thing, guys. Make sure you protect yourself. Make sure your family's okay. Actually call them or FaceTime them. They don't mind doing that. They had to do the rules too, whatever rules that your government says. They're doing the rules too. You can't get sick over the phone. Alright guys, you can't get sick over the phone. You could message them, you Facebook them, you could text them. You still could talk to them. It's just you can't see them right now. It's a hard thing to do. You guys can't really go outside that much. Some places you could go outside, it's just you can't stay out there long. It's like a curfew thing, right? So, I know I'm babbling because, guys, it is sad that this world is coming to this. I know we couldn't really stop it. I know that. It's just it is sad that this world is coming to this and have this big challenge. And I think we could do it. It's not the end of the world, guys. The world is not exploding or breaking. It's just us humans don't know anything about this sickness. So it will take a little longer, the scientists, to figure out what this thing is and how to get rid of it. Because it's something like the flu, but it's way worse. All right? Maybe when the flu happened a couple of years ago, it happened to them too. Like, they didn't even figure out how to get rid of this flu. Not a couple of years ago, long years ago. I think it was like in, I don't know when. But the scientists had to figure out how to get rid of this thing. They don't have a lot of chances to fail because there's a lot of lives on stake here, because there's a lot of people still has it that's in the hospital. There's some people got recovered, but there's still a lot of people still in the hospital that has this sickness. So they don't really have time to fail. They had to get this thing right. They had to make a bunch of them to make it happen. Even the United States has to do it, Canada, Italy, China, everywhere that needs to be done. Even in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I babbled a lot, but ladies and gentlemen, I just hope you guys actually listen to what the government says. If you have to stay home much as you can, stay home much as you can. There's TV. I know you might go out of your mind, you might go crazy, but this is to help you. This is to help your city. This is help to your country. If you want this thing to stop and the scientists actually figure out how to stop it, you actually have to listen to your government. It's hard for me too, because I like to go outside to clear my mind. The only time I could do that is when I take my dog out for a couple of hours. I have to wait for a couple of hours to take him out. I don't go hours. It takes a couple minutes because I can't be outside that long with him. Because I know animals can get sick, but we could. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. And if you guys understand, and are you guys going to listen to your government or listen to your parents if you're a kid? Just listen to somebody, because they know better and how to protect you right now during these dark times. And if you guys are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow, because ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be matches for NXT this week. And I will tell you guys, I think I already told you guys, on April 1st, they're going to have NXT TakeOver Tampa Bay's matches on April 1st. So I guess all the matches of NXT TakeOver, they're going to tell us. I think Triple H is going to announce the matches that's going to happen on April 1st. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And I know I just said it, but ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys tomorrow or tonight because of AEW as well. That's all for me today. Tyler is out. Bye.